of literature, and it is regarded as the most accessible of all three genres. The term prose is more often equated with a novel. This may not be wrong, but it is not entirely correct. Prose may refer to all words of imagination, not patterned into verse forms. Generally, prose fiction is literature in the narrative form. So, throughout history, prose fiction is has served as a powerful medium for conveying emotions, exploring themes, and capturing the essence of the human experiences. So, by understanding the prose fiction, we can gain a deeper understanding. We can gain a deeper appreciation of the artistry and creativity of that shapes the literature. So, a prose work is any written story of a considerable length, which consists of paragraphs and chapters. The story narrated can be real or imagined. So, sa prose fiction, it can be realistic or impossibly imagined. If real, then the story is said to be factual. So, sa ganito, if the story is factual or realistic, non-fiction. If imagined, the story is said to be fictional. Prose fiction subsumes the short story, the novelette or short novel. Some people prefer the Italian name novella and the full-length novel. So prose fiction is a genre of literature that encompasses imaginative and fictional narratives written in prose form. Unlike poetry, which often follows specific metrical patterns and rhyme schemes. So ang prose fiction is wala siyang i-follow na any metrical forms or rhyme schemes or unsa pa na elements dira. So prose fiction is characterized by its use of ordinary written language without unstructured meter. In prose fiction, authors use sentences and paragraphs to convey story and to develop the characters and explore themes and engage readers in a narrative journey. So that's why natay elements of prose fiction. The following are the important elements of prose fiction. So the first one is the characters and the characterization.
So, characters and characterization. Do you know what is characters? Yeah, of course. So, characters are the agents of action, while the characterization refers to the method of projecting a character. So, ang characterization is mo na siya ang method kung giunsa pag-project sa anak na person ang iyahang rule sa story. So, there are two broad types of characters in narrative fiction, and these are plot character and ground character. Do you know what is plot character? Really easy? So plot character is simple to determine, easy to understand their characteristics and personality. So a plot character is created around a single idea or quality. He is very easy to describe, and he is simple in thought and action. He does not change in the course of the story. He does not change in the course of the story. Unlike the plot character, the ground character is complex. The difficult to determine or difficult to understand and not to say changes the story. And like human beings in real life, he cannot be predicted with a high degree of accuracy. Dili na to basta-basta mag-predict ang characters na na-under sa ground character. So characters may be portrayed either by telling or by showing. So by telling, the author will tell us about everything about the characters. And that is how we know na nanay ang iyahang characteristics of the character. So by showing, then the author will let the characters interact with each other and talk and how they talk and how they do. We will identify na inana ko siya nga So, setting is when and where the story happens. So, do you have a copy? None? Okay, let me read. It is not limited to the physical environment only. It includes the social circumstances and, for example, the atmosphere at the time of the action occurs. So it means the setting encompass not just the physical surrounding, but also the social context in which the events involve. So, for example, here in a country, Nigeria, ang ilahang setting diri sa story nga activist things fall apart. It's set in the traditional Igbo society of Nigeria. So, Igbo society of Nigeria, Igbo is the tribe na siya diri nga story. And if dili na to, bakit ang setting sa story, pwede siya ma-revealed through the physical appearance of the characters, the humaners, or the orientation. And pwede siya makita ng setting through in the beginning or an active story. The next element of prospection is the theme. Theme is the philosophical meaning of the word and it is used from the subject matter. So a theme is the central idea of the story. Kanang theme is ana mag-evolve ang story. Can you give me an example of theme, Sarah?
Love is all about sacrificing. So, I guess we already saw the movie the crucifixion of Jesus. So he sacrificed his life for an out of love.
Theme tells us what the story means, not for the characters in the story world, but for anyone who has an interpretative perspective on the story. Theme serves as the underlying message or the hidden message of the story that adds deep and resonant storytelling works. They offer readers a lens through which to interpret the story's events, messages, and what is a theme. It is the meaning that you get out of the story. It is not given to the readers directly. So, naipin nga, state na directly sa story niya, napiban nga, kanang the readers must figure out on their own. It is also the what of the story.
The point of view, we all know what is point of view, right? So point of view, it is the perspective which from the actions, stories, and characters is revealed to the readers. So first, types of point of view is the first person, second person, and etc. So the other one is first person, third person, some from fiction. First person is usually one of the characters and usually characters. So through his eyes, the event of story. Through his eyes, we see the event of the story. So the single word here is used, pronoun I. So the first person is like watching movie through the person's eyes. You only see and hear what the person sees and hears, and you understand things based on the person's things and feelings. So third person point of view is here we see the words of the author from the word from the point of view from the author who acts as the omissions. We know what is omissions, right? Omissions is the narrator knows everything. So like God, He is the creator of the characters and so sees their thoughts and tells us why they do and what they do. So third person is like having an own knowing narrators guiding you through the story. So you can see what the narrator chooses and what the narrator chooses to show you, and it can be from the one perspective or many.
So next is conflict and prospection. Conflict is the vital backbone of the plot in the prospection, serving as the driving force that holds the narrative together.
literature and bans versus circumstance. In addition, conflicts and prose fiction serve as a catalyst for growth, transformation, and self-discovery. The next is language. Okay, language is the most important element of prose. It is language that gives expression to other elements of prose. There are two dimensions. First is the authorial language and the language of the characters in the story. Authorial language is, in stylistics, refers to the unique voice, tone, and style that an author uses to convey their ideas and message on literary work. It encompasses the various linguistic choices and techniques employed by the author to create a specific mood, atmosphere, and impact on the reader. And also, the characters in the story is the instrumental and delighting their individual traits, personalities, and relationships within the narrative. The next important prose is conclusion. Conclusion fiction is characterized by the such elements as characters and characterization. Conclusion is stylistic. It completes the culmination of a detailed examination of values.
So, good morning everyone. In conclusion, to sum it up, in writing a prose is a style that does not follow rhyming or meter. So, you already know what is rhyming and meter in child and adolescent literature. So, rather, it follows a grammatical structures that use words to construct phrases in order to that are arranged into sentences and paragraphs. So it basically entails that prose kind of gives you the idea to communicate concepts, ideas, and even stories to our readers. So in understanding a prose, it is very crucial or somewhat like very important to us educator because it helps us to analyze the author's views and departs from the convention of prose in writing to create meaning. So in literature, prose is somewhat like important building blocks of a narrative and a literary piece.
So, good morning everyone. I am Reza Dobronio and I would like to summarize the given topic, which is the elements of prose of fiction. So, you all know what is a prose of fiction, right? What about the elements of it? Have you all know or you're not listening to the report? Okay, so to summarize the topic, in order to do a good stylistic analysis of a prose fiction, it is necessary to be familiar with the essential elements of prose. So, ano man dyan nga, why does we need to familiarize those elements of fiction? Anyone? So, okay, it is very important to familiarize those elements of prose of fiction in order for us to understand the structure of a given passage or a given poem. Okay? In understanding of it, we can know the structure or the way of the structure of the passage. We can also deepen our comprehension about the given prose. Also, it will enhance our interpretation of a certain topic, and it will add on our knowledge about what we are assigned to do. So, lastly, understanding elements of prose fiction is an essential part of literary analysis. Are you in favor of that statement? Okay, what do you think? So, it allows you to understand and interpret and appreciate the text on a deeper level. So, overall, we should know as a student of this subject, we should know we should familiarize those elements of prose of fiction in order for us to interpret, to analyze, and to deeper our level of thinking. So,
Okay. Usahan mo na siya ba?